call it swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Huskers will kick it off to get us underway. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Snap in the shotgun. Unloads it left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Right on the money. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Huskers ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They've got the screen set up. At the 45 on his way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Unbelievable. He's just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game, and everybody else is trying to play real-life football. It's ridiculous to be that fast and still be a quarterback, still make plays down the field. It's just not fair.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give to the tailback. There he goes. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They just keep firing. Working that left side now. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Huskers want to move quickly. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Cornhuskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on second and short. Makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Pressure coming. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Nebraska.
So first down here as they go back to work. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play at him.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Close enough for a field goal try, but they want more. Going for it on 4th and short from the 20. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Off the RPO, complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Takes the easy completion. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the end zone. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the run. Finds a crease at the 20. Flying down the right side. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes. This is a gamble. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass on second down. Now adjusting. Grabs a screen around all kinds of defenders. And they get him down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Huskers will try to convert on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll give it to the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They were handed a gift with this great starting field position, but they've done nothing with it. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Got it. Tuna. Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll run it. Running to Green. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him and weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Jackrabbit.
From the gun, the ground game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Nebraska, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Puts it out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40, the 30, the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
0.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Snap to the back. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. The give to the back. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it.
How about the turn of events there? You're going to go play defense. You didn't even have the football anymore, but what do? You scoop it up. You almost put the ball in the end zone. You go inside the 10 and set your offense up. What a momentum swing.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of...
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They put the O into offense as in 0 yards, and finally they get a big play to give them a little momentum.
Finally, some good luck on offense. I mean, they've been closer.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Toss sweep to the right. He's in open space downfield.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like